Like, man, you know sports, but you gotta know sports. You can't just come up here and not be able to rap with me about everything I'm talking about.
Right.
Football, of course. Baseball. I mean, I got a favorite team, a favorite player in every single sport. I'm not going to answer those questions.
Tracks like butter, so where the bread be. I see beef is dead meat. Who the hell president?
We here. This is our first episode. We're going to be rapping with y'all about a bunch of sports. Every sport across the board. Basketball, football, baseball, hockey when it's time for it.
Any political topics.
Boxing, you name it. We also here for the culture too. So anything with the hip-hop movement all the way up to politics, we talking about it. This my homie Jashaun. We talk sports all day long. We here for y'all. Any hot takes, anything you need, whatever, we're going to be speaking about it. You got any comments, concerns, definitely let us know. Alright? Our Instagrams is going to be on here for you. Our Twitter handles, all that. Alright, first thing we getting into. You ready for this? I'm hyped. I'm hyped, bro. You better match my energy, man. You ain't my energy. We getting you out of here.
I'm around. Let's do it.
Alright, first thing we got. So this our summertime wrap-up episode. We just had a busy summer in the NBA and in the NFL. Major summer, probably one of the best summers I've seen in at least in a while. I can't even think of another summer that was this good.
I want to start with the NBA.
All right, we can pop it off with the NBA.
I want to start with NBA. LAbron.
LAbron.
Okay. LAbron. I don't got a problem with it.
Oh, go ahead.
My main problem, I did have one problem with it.
Talk about it.
He was supposed to come to Philly. He was supposed to come to Philly. I'm sick about that. They played around with us all the whole off season, before the decision.
Right.
Him and Ben playing around, playing.
Young Prince.
Yeah, they were practicing.
Young Prince.
He shot him out on the gram. Then the decision drops out of nowhere.
So were you mad before we even get into the decision? Were you mad that he didn't even take an interview with Philly?
He did take an interview though.
He did take an interview.
He took.
Okay, talk
but
about
he
it.
wasn't there. He took an interview. Yeah, he wasn't there, but his agent was there. But they didn't do that with anybody else.
Okay.
They didn't do that with anybody else. They only did that.
So do you feel like that was more for Ben, like respecting with Ben, or was that?
I think it was because they have a mutual respect for each other, the organization and Clutch Sports. They have a mutual respect for each other. I think that's what it was more so about. I think they were informed at the meeting. We didn't know. Mm-hmm. All we knew is that a meeting was taking place at the time.
Right.
But I think at the meeting they were informed that he wasn't going to sign there. The news dropped right after that. Like I think they gave it, if they even gave it a day, it came the next morning.
So my biggest question with this whole LeBron to LA free agency, this summer aspect, is like, when him going to the Lakers, it just makes me believe that he knew the whole time where he wanted to go. I don't think there was much of a discussion, or a decision or anything like that.
Well, that may be the case, but he did come out saying that he thought about coming to Philly and he thought about going to Houston.
Okay.
So, I don't know if he's telling the truth. That could be up in the air, but we can only go off of what he said or what the report said.
We already know that every summer when he's a free agent, anywhere that his homies that were on the banana boat are, they're on the list. So why not? Of course, Houston was going to be on the list. Was it even realistic?
Well, Melo wasn't there yet.
Melo wasn't there yet, but I'm sure he wasn't hyped.
Chris Paul was there. Dwayne Wade still wasn't signed anywhere.
Yeah, but out of everybody that was on the banana boat, Chris Paul, D Wade, Melo, Bron, I forget who the fifth person was. Where would he go? He's not going to go play with Melo. For what? I'm going with Chris Paul.
Yeah.
I never had a legit point guard.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I don't know. Whatever. That's just my take on it. But especially, I'll give you my take on LeBron in LA. Living in LA now, it's nuts. These people are losing their mind. Losing their mind over LeBron, as you should, because when he came to Philly, I'll be losing my mind. Woo. Right in LA, letting everybody know about it.
Yeah.
I would have grabbed the jersey so quick. I swear, dog. I swear I would have grabbed the jersey so quick. But nah, it's cool. I think it's really good for the NBA in general and basketball fans. Because, I mean, when the Lakers are good, the NBA makes a lot of money. A lot of money. You got people flying from Russia, China, whatever, to LA just to see them play. Mm-hmm. Even if LeBron wasn't there, just to see the Lakers play.
Great for the NBA.
Yeah, it's great for the NBA.
Showtime's back.
Right. All we gotta do now to match the hype with the NFL and everything is get New York popping. They've been I don't want to go there. We're never gonna talk about New York Knicks on this. I'm gonna let everybody know. If you're a New York Knicks fan, you're done. Don't come here looking for any tickets.
You're getting fried
Not
every
getting it
time.
from us.
I wanna hear about what you think performance-wise LA can do. Because I think I have different takes than most people on this. From what I hear on TV, from what I hear on Twitter.
Okay, talk about it.
I hear different takes.
Talk about it.
So, everybody seems to think because LeBron added. I want their roster. Bring up their roster for
Who
me.
you want?
Everybody, the Lakers roster right now. Everybody seems to think that because of the roster that they put together, they don't have much shooting. They don't have much 3-point shooting.
They lacking some shooters, man.
Yeah, but my thing about that, and not to mention, they think that they're going to be 8th seed. I don't think that's going to be the case at all.
What do you think they're going to be?
I think they're going to be top 5 seed.
Nah, that's easy. Yeah. All right, I'll give you that. I can't
all right.
I'm coming for everybody that says they're going to be the 1-2 seed or they're going to make it to the Western Conference Finals or anything like that. I'm coming for you. You're
getting ready to come for me then because you're getting ready to come for me because they can make it to the Western Conference Finals. They can.
Everybody can.
No. Let's go through
me and
the
you could put a team together and we could make it.
Let's go through the matchups then. Because you said that you were going to come for anybody that says it.
Let's get it.
Let's go through the matchups.
Come on.
If you look at this roster,
who's the starting?
Look at this roster.
Hold on, G. Break it down. Who's the starting 5? We don't even know who the starting point guard is.
For
the Lakers.
I don't think it matters. Their team is so deep. It doesn't matter. There's no drop off from the point guard that the starting point guard that comes. There's no drop off. Where's the drop off?
Neither one of them.
There's a different style in play.
Yeah.
Both of them can pass the ball. They're both good at running the offense. Lonzo could shoot in college, so that's to be seen in the NBA.
Yeah, we gotta see what Londo. That's gonna be the name, Londo. Londo at the one.
and Lonzo put together.
But yeah, we gotta see what Lonzo's doing in the offseason. I know he was hurt. I don't know how much he.
Bro, they just got a whole bunch of dudes that know how to hoop. Okay. Just look at their squad. So, they got a whole bunch of dudes that know how to play basketball. They know how to hoop. They may not have consistent 3-point shooting. Mm-hmm. They have LeBron James, and they have a whole bunch of other wing players, which made the Celtics good last year and the year before. They had deep wing players. Yes.
I don't like that comparison.
The comparisons, it's straight because that's how the Sixers lost to Boston.
Yeah, but
they had wings and people that could create their own shot. We didn't have that.
For sure. I'm not arguing with that at all.
Yeah.
But Boston, the thing with Boston and why I'm saying stay away from the Lakers with that comparison is that Boston has a system. They got Brad Stevens down there. The same thing with Greg Pop when he was had the Spurs popping off a couple years ago. There's a system. Mm-hmm. Like at the end of the day, like he's getting those certain type of players that fit his system. And those are the type of players that he knows how to get the most out of. This what the Lakers just did. This is a band of misfits that they just put together. A band of misfits. Yeah, LeBron wanted them. Sure, he's the assistant coach. This is who he wanted. They went and got him. Sure, but like, show me that it's gonna work. On paper, I don't think it's gonna be too good. I'm not sold on JaVale McGee. I'm not.
JaVale McGee he's just a guy that you plug him in and he does his. You ask him to do what he does.
I put this team together. I'm looking at this team as just a way to make it through the year to get to next offseason. That's it. Anything that they get,
and
additional
that may be
plus.
true because most of these guys are on 1-year contracts.
Yeah.
So that could be accurate.
Basically, Kawhi said, "I'm not playing until I'm cleared." And then by the time he got cleared, the season was almost over, so there was no real point for him to play. My biggest issue with Kawhi and the way he handled this situation was that he stopped going to games. He no longer traveled with the team. He didn't even go to home games. He was in New York most of the time, working out and basically getting ready for the next season.
He's at a couple concerts too.
I didn't even know Kawhi listened to music. He has no emotion, but
at all.
All right. Long story short, he ended up demanding a trade. He was like, I want to get out of here. Actually, I don't. Did he ever? Don't misquote. I don't want to misquote anything. Did he ever demand a trade? Did Kawhi come out and say, "Hey, I don't want to be here"?
Kawhi never came out and said anything.
No, he just didn't sign that contract extension. Or did they even offer him the max? They never got around to. They traded him before they offered him the max. Long story.
They wanted to offer him the max.
Yeah.
But word was
he wouldn't have signed it anyway.
He wasn't going to sign it.
Yeah, so he left $220 million on the table. basically said, I don't want to play here anymore. I want to go to LA, just like everybody else is saying nowadays. All right. So they shipped him out of here. Pop did what a G should do. Sent him to the complete opposite of where he wanted to go. Toronto, buddy. Get out there. Have some fun in that cold weather. All right.
Yeah. Got the country.
Got a nice little return for it. I think some people are looking at it like as like DeMar DeRozan is a step backwards. He is, but like he's a great pickup.
It was the best that they got offered.
Yeah, it was the best they could get for the time.
Yeah, because they went to Boston and demanded Jaylen Brown. They demanded.
They came to the Sixers and wanted everything. We want Dario. We want Markel. We want Robert Covington. I was like, you can have him. Whatever.
They asked. There was a point in time where they asked for Ben.
Yeah, they wanted our picks. Like, nah, man.
No.
His leg might pop off next year. I'm not giving you all that for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just a crazy situation. How do you feel about just how he handled it? Where he's at now? Does it affect Philly? Is it a factor for us? Are we worried about Toronto next season?
Me personally, I'm not worried. If you hop on Sixers Twitter, which I spend a lot of my day on,
right?
A lot of them think that Toronto is something to pay attention to. Mm-hmm. Not anything too extreme because our eyes are still on Boston.
Right.
But for the most part, I do not. We're not. Now, the reason I say that is because I'm not sleeping on them. But I'm not too worried about them.
Oh man.
You ain't worried about them.
I'm not.
You ain't worried about them.
I'm not.
Look, y'all, Toronto's gonna be a problem.
They have Kyle Lowry on their team. If we see them in the playoffs, we are safe. We're safe. If we see them in the playoffs, we're safe. They have Kyle Lowry. That's all I'm saying. Am I?
You tripping, bro. Kyle Lowry is a scrub. I'm sorry. He's probably washed up getting out of there. But they also got Van Fleet, so I don't know how much.
Not worried about
I think they're starting to slowly work Kyle Lowry out of there. Probably get rid of him.
And Van Fleet's going to start?
Yeah, they're sold on him.
I'm invited to that. I'm inviting to that.
You heard it here first. All right. I would not be shocked if they make a move and get rid of Kyle Lowry.
I mean, hasn't that already been discussed? All right, well.
I'm off Toronto. We'll see y'all when we see y'all once again. Other big thing on the docket for the NBA this summer. Talk about your favorite team, man.
It's not my favorite.
Your favorite team.
Not my favorite.
Being Steph Curry with the shot, being cooking with the sauce, Chef Curry with the pot, boy.
You know, Golden State Warriors. They made one of the biggest moves in any sport this summer. Everybody, and their mother, their father, everybody was angry about this one. They went ahead and signed probably top 3 center, if not number 1 best center in the league.
Yep.
I'm biased to Joel Embiid, but they went out there and signed
Boogie
Cousins to a 1-year, $5 million contract.
Woo.
Are you kidding me? He's a max player. Granted, he's coming off an Achilles injury.
Now, my mind was blown when I heard this. I remember the exact place I was and everything.
Put me in your shoes. Where were you?
All right, so I'm in Philadelphia.
Oh man.
Oh man. Listen. I'm in Philadelphia at my cousin's house, Upper Darby. Not really Philadelphia, it's right outside of Philadelphia, Upper Darby. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm eating a bag of chips.
Okay.
That I got from the corner store. Yeah.
Rap snacks?
No.
Oh, y'all don't know about those.
No.
Right.
I know about them, but they don't.
Alright.
But look, I'm sitting there, I'm I'm hyped because it's free agency time, news, the tickets coming in. Mm-hmm. So I'm watching NBA TV, but I get it on my phone first.
Okay.
I was getting updates off of Twitter from Woj.
Okay.
Just waiting for the
Woj.
Woj. Shout out Shams too. He does his thing too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Shams does his thing too. Bang! It drops. So I look at it. So I'm like, it drops. So I'm like, whoa. So I'm like, yo, there's no way this is true because it's the minimum.
Right.
That's the vet minimum.
$5 million, vet minimum.
I'm like, no, there's no way it's true. There's no way it's true. My cousin walks to the door. I'm like, yo, Boogie just got signed to Warriors. He's like, what? That's fake. I'm like, yo, bro, it's right here. It's right here. It's credible.
Yeah.
But when it comes on TV, they start talking about it. He's like, wow, that's crazy.
You know when I believed it? I didn't believe it. I didn't believe none of the tweets. I didn't believe nothing until I saw the video of him on the phone, getting off the phone saying, hey, I'm a Warrior now. I was like, yo. Whatever I have for you is gone, bro. It's like, nah, I respect it, DaMarcus. I think, honestly, the NBA fan in me, I do like it. I'm biased, once again, as a Sixers fan. Anybody that makes a move besides the Sixers, I hate you. But I'm biased as an NBA fan. I think that is a good move for DaMarcus. I think it's a good move for the Warriors. They have never, in this little run that they've been on, they've never had an all-star center, let alone a decent one. Who's their best center? Pachulia? Andrew Bogut, he was hooping that first year. I'll give him that. Andrew Bogut was hooping that first year. But other than that, I think it's a good move. He gets to take as long as he wants. He gets to take as long as he wants to recover from that injury. He probably won't even come back until a month before the playoffs. And then that just gives Golden State a whole nother option to look at.
They might take that LeBron approach that he's been on of not really caring about that regular season, then turn it up.
Just turn it for the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and 4 years into it, 3 championships.
Why would you care?
Yeah, go into cruise control.
Because you know once the playoffs start, like that whole team is locked in. They know what to do.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a problem with it?
As far as what? Oh man,
like a lot of people are saying,
that's cheating.
Oh, that's corny.
It's cheating.
It's not fair for the NBA. I'm done watching. My one homie Dom, shout out to you, Dom. He was like, yo, I'm not even watching the NBA next year. This is bull.
Whatever.
I'm like, oh, you really gonna stop watching the NBA? Are you really gonna stop? I don't think it's that deep.
It's not. It's not.
But when I really sit back and think about it, something pulls me back into thinking like, all right, can they actually be beat?
Yes. I think they can.
With DaMarcus Cousins.
I think, I'm going to let you know.
I know they could be beat previous years because they lucked up a couple years. I think they would have lost last year if CP3 never got hurt.
Yeah.
I really
they were
think
done last
year. They couldn't hold him. Like he controlled that series.
They probably would have won in 6 too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But so they definitely could be beat. But I don't know if they can be beat now.
You notice every time they get close to being overcome by somebody, the next offseason they go make a crazy move. Mm-hmm. Crazy move. They lost to Brian and then went and got KD. Almost lost to Houston. He's like, all right, we're going to get DaMarcus so that don't happen no more. What's next?
What's next is Clay leaves and goes to the Lakers.
So it's over. This is an interesting conversation. Nice little tangent. Do you think it's over for Golden State? This is their last hurrah? Last chance to shimmy in a title?
Alright. I've never thought about this before, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say yes. I think it's a wrap after this year. Boogie's gonna get paid by somebody, whether it is Golden State or somebody else. He's gonna get paid. Either KD, Clay, or Draymond. 2 of them are leaving.
Okay.
They can't pay all of them. Nope. They're gonna want to get paid. 2 of them are leaving. 2 of them are out. LA is gonna be a destination for at least one of them. Because why not?
Yeah, why not?
The Lakers are gonna have.
And they got that
money.
They got $35 million.
They're gonna have they're gonna have a lot of money. So it may be over for them. And then you know what that means? It's Philly's turn.
Hey. Speaking of, it's Philly's turn. That's my man right here, yo. Alright, so our last little comment on the NBA for the summer, we want to speak about our team, the Sixers. Just speak on really quickly. Just give me a couple thoughts on how.
All right, first of all, trust the process. Mm-hmm. Gotta trust the process.
For sure, man.
Both of those teams. I don't think nobody on Boston is better than Ben, and I don't think anyone on Boston is better than Embiid. Now, if anybody has an issue with that, please let me know. Please let me know. Kyrie is not better than Ben. Kyrie's not better than Ben. Jason Tatum is not even close to Ben. I'm serious. I'm serious.
What? Man, that nigga's tripping.
Kyrie Irving is a top 5 point guard in the league. I'm not gonna let that one rock.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm a diehard Sixers fan. Bro.
Okay.
I'm
Why
sorry.
is Kyrie Irving a top 5 point guard?
What?
No, I'm serious. I want you to answer this question. Why? Why? Because he can score? Because he has good moves?
Yeah, keep going.
Because he has nice moves?
Keep going.
What else does he do? He doesn't have better dimes than Ben.
No.
He doesn't play better defense than Ben. He doesn't rebound better than Ben.
Mm-hmm. So are we saying who's a better point guard?
Who is a better player? Who is the better player?
Right now.
Right now, who is a better player?
Kyrie.
How?
He's Kyrie Irving.
How?
He's better. He scores more.
He scores.
He can shoot. He can take over a game in a clutch when we need him. He's there. What do you mean? He won a ring for Cleveland. We watched it.
He won a ring for Cleveland. So
in that playoff game, he went off. Are you kidding, bro?
Okay, he had LeBron on his team. What did he do? What did he do without LeBron? What are you saying? He didn't win that by himself.
Well, I didn't say that.
He didn't win it by himself.
All right, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase what I'm saying. Kyrie Irving was a major factor in the Cleveland Cavaliers winning that championship.
Any good player probably would be a major factor in winning their championship for their team, right? Any good player?
I don't think any good player can hit a game-winning. I don't think any top player can hit a game-winning shot in Game 7 in Golden State for a championship. I don't think so.
No?
I don't think any player can just do that. No. There are certain people that are built for those moments.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all I got for you. I think in clutch time.
Okay,
I can't think of another person.
So he's a better clutch performer, which in your mind makes him a better player.
The main reason I'm saying Kyrie's better than Ben. Honestly,
I'm gonna get killed on this.
The main reason I'm saying it, honestly, I love Ben to death. The main reason I'm saying it is because he's only been in the league 2 years. I don't know what's next. I haven't seen Ben grow. I've watched Kyrie grow. I've watched it. Ben, you're not there yet. I love you to death. I know you're gonna be great. You're gonna be a superstar. One of the best. You next up after LeBron.
I just put. I like
right
to put
now.
players,
I can't say that.
I like to put players. I like to put pieces to players. Their skills together.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying he's better. Nobody's going to agree with me because of Kyrie Irving's name and the amount of, and like you said, the amount of time he's been here. But when you really think about this for a second, when you really just sit back and think, he is not a better. The only thing he does is score better.
That's big.
Is it that big?
If Ben could shoot, we would have won that Boston series. That's big. That's the only difference. Ben could shoot a jump shot, we win that Boston series. Probably.
You don't know that because you still have those other shooters.
I don't know. You're right.
Who
was getting strapped up like crazy.
Everybody was getting strapped, and then they were getting killed on defense.
Let's move on. Let's get to the NFL, man. It's NFL. That's all I can do when I think about the NFL, man. It's so much going on. It's changing so much. It's people that got jobs that shouldn't have jobs. It's people without a job that should have a job. You can't be yourself anymore.
Y'all know who we talking about.
It's people that
want
to be great.
The people know who we talking about.
Who everybody else doesn't want them to be great. It's a lot. First thing I just kind of want to get the opinion because I haven't, with me moving and not being around all my friends as much as I normally am. I haven't kind of had an opportunity to have that serious conversation as far as what to do or how you feel about the whole Colin Kapernick taking a nil thing. So just real quick, give me your piece on it. How you feel about just the kneeling aspect and what he's trying to do, and when you're done, I'll give you my take on it.
All right.
And your father was in the military, correct?
Yep.
Father was in the military, so he comes from a military background. So
I was born on an army base. Yeah.
There you go.
Right there.
So that's you got a different perspective than most people will have on that situation.
What I think about this is I don't have a problem with it at all.
Okay.
I feel a lot of people say that they don't agree with the way that he did it.
Okay.
The way that he protested. They feel as though he should have done it in another way. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna explain why I feel as though that's not the case. That shouldn't be the case. Because the whole purpose of him doing it was to bring attention to a certain situation that was going on.
Right, at that time, right.
Do you feel like it did?
Do I feel like it was successful? Like with what he was...
Do you feel like it brought the attention to it?
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you. At first, I don't think it brought the attention to it. At first, I think all the attention was going towards... They were trying to change the narrative to you're disrespecting the military, and they were ignoring his reason for doing it. Mm-hmm. He came out and said why he was doing it in interviews. Like they're like, yo, why are you kneeling? And he said, yo, like you live in a country where where black people and people of different colors and races are treated differently. Mm-hmm. For some odd reason, people continue to ignore his words and ignore the reason that he's doing it. There's a lot of people in the military. I've seen a whole bunch of people in the military. I'm on Twitter every day, reading and reading. I'm on SportsCenter every day, listening and following this. There's a lot of military people that don't have a problem with it.
Right.
There's some military people that do. Most of the people that do have a problem with it, though, are people that are not in the military, though. Yeah. And it's weird. It's weird to say, like, "Oh, you're disrespecting the flag. You're disrespecting the military." Mm-hmm. That has nothing to do with this. Like, you're purposely ignoring what this man's point is.
Right.
I feel as though he brought the attention to it, and it's big now. Shout out to my boy Jenkins for the Eagles.
That's okay. So
he's had meetings with the NFL, and now the NFL is doing things. They putting their foot in.
So do you think? So the biggest argument that's going on now is, you know, seeing what Malcolm Jenkins is doing and what Colin Kaepernick did and is continuing to do. So people are now comparing them. So they're saying there's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. Personally, I agree with both of them. I like both their stances. I love what Malcolm Jenkins is doing. I also agree with what Kaepernick did as far as putting it on a big stage, big stage like that. So what do you feel as though they're still counteracting with each other? You think they're butting heads? You think there's a right way, wrong way, or?
Well, I don't know because Jenkins was still protesting.
Right.
He just wasn't kneeling. He was throwing up his fist.
Right. Exactly.
Everybody knows what he's doing. Mm. So there's no. So he's still protesting. I believe the only difference is Jenkins is a little bit more active, like, with the NFL.
Okay.
Kaepernick is more so in like a
he's like isolated.
He's like he's like against the NFL. Like, they're butting heads right now.
Yeah.
Jenkins he worked out a deal with them. A lot of people didn't like that. Eric Reed didn't like it. Who's also by Kaepernick's side right now, and all the moves that he does. But I think it's good for it. Okay. I think it's good for it. Okay. I think people who don't say Kaepernick's way, they should be able to see it Jenkins' way, even though they're both preaching the same thing. They're handling it kind of like, it's not too different, but it's a little different. It's a little different.
Okay. Do you feel like, should he have a job? Do you think NFL owners are colluding against him? Do you think
and I think he's going to spank that case. I think he has that in the bag.
So, for those of you who aren't up to date on it, there's just this whole issue with Kaepernick. It's going to the Supreme Court, correct? The collusion case is going to the Supreme Court. If you don't know what the collusion case is, Google it, please. It's gonna wake you up. If you're not woke to this already, because everybody knows what's going on, Google Colin Kaepernick, Google the whole situation, and wake up. Like, wake up now. Like, seriously, it's a lot going on. But it's going to Supreme Court, and what's funny is that Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, apparently, I don't want to misquote anybody here. You know, Google what you gotta Google. But apparently he asked them to drop the case. Mm-hmm. Apparently he contacted them like, hey, I need you just drop it. Let's settle this out of court or whatever. You know, whatever we got to do to get this thrown away. And they looked at him and said... They favored it. They looked at him and said, bro, we're going to go ahead and push this one to Supreme Court. Yeah. We've been letting you go for the past couple of years.
And he's going to win. Because there's no reason why when you see quarterbacks out here like Peterman for the Bills, who gets blown out every time he's on the field, throws a million picks every time he's on the field. Mm-hmm. There's no reason why Kaepernick, a Super Bowl quarterback, not Super Bowl winning, but Super Bowl quarterback, shouldn't be on the field at least as a backup. At least. He's better than a couple starting quarterbacks too, but
I think his time personally, I feel like he was on the decline of his career when it started.
He could have been.
The way I saw with the way he was performing and whatnot, I feel like he was on the backside of his career anyway. But he's definitely a backup. Mm-hmm. I don't give a damn what you say to me. He's better than a lot of people that are backups in the NFL.
Yep.
A lot. Probably.
I would say more than half.
More than half of them, most likely.
I would say more than half.
But is it okay? So as an NFL owner, put your GM hat on right now. As an NFL owner or GM, is the risk worth the reward? Is it
See,
worth
this
signing
is the
Colin
problem with
Kaepernick?
that. I always try to do that because I had a long conversation with a friend of mine about that. But it's complicated because I don't know what they're basing off of in these front office meetings. There has to be a discussion going on. Like, all right, we know Kaepernick is better than this dude, but he's on our roster. Now, why can't we sign him? What is going to be the backlash? They know something that we clearly don't know.
It's the effect on the team. You gotta think about it. You gotta look at it from
I
the
don't
team.
think it's just the effect on the team though.
No,
Because
it's not
if you
just
want
that.
to, because if you want to say that, almost our whole, not our whole team, but it was probably like 25% of the Eagles were protesting last year, and it had no effect on the team. Everybody had different views, and people have different views on the team, but that's that's something.
No, none of them were Colin Kaepernick. You gotta understand. Colin Kaepernick is up here. Everybody else is over here. He's the face of it. The face. The moment a team signs Colin Kaepernick, you're going to have media there 12 o'clock in the morning, 6 a.m. when the players get there, 12 p.m. when they done, 1 p.m. 90% of the interview people are all going to be at Colin Kaepernick. They're not going to give a damn what the rest of the team is doing.
Yeah.
Not a damn. And then think about this. Starting quarterback starts playing bad. Let's say he throws 3 picks in a game. People are going to go off. Put Kaepernick in. Kaepernick, he's the hero, blah, blah, blah. Who feels like hearing that? Now, if you're an owner or a coach that can deal with that type of stuff, then yeah, you're good. But I don't know too many of them that are. Let's get off this. This is a serious topic. Let's get back onto the rest of the NFL. What's going on? Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks, real quick. Let's speak about Hard Knocks with the Cleveland Browns. Oh man, this was one of the better seasons of Hard Knocks that I've seen. I stopped watching it. I forget who was on there. It was horrible. I was like, I'm done with this. And then of course the Browns had a pretty interesting storyline this year.
Their new and improved team.
Yeah. It was interesting for me, just like, I'll be honest with you, I was watching it every week, just looking at Hugh Jackson like, bro, I'm watching you lose your job. Like, I'm literally looking at you lose your job, just make mistake after mistake. Like, what are you doing? Why are you putting Tyrod Taylor back in the game where he just almost broke his wrist? In the third quarter of a preseason game against the Super Bowl champions with the craziest defensive line in the league. Why would you do that? Puts him back in there. And you got the number 1 quarterback in the draft behind you. You're going to put your starter back in the third quarter. Bro, you are out of your mind. Out of your mind. And then I wasn't too comfortable with all his interaction with the players.
Not at all.
It didn't seem
awkward.
It didn't seem genuine. It seemed like somebody that was just out there trying to save their job. He definitely has a relationship with some of the younger players and all that he drafted and whatnot. It was just a little weird. You can give me your quick take on that. We move on.
So his interaction with the other coaches was a little awkward also.
I didn't even think about that yet.
They were trying to tell him to do something. They were suggesting sitting players in practice.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting players,
Yeah, they wanted to sit people out because they were injured and whatnot.
Yeah.
Small injuries.
He wasn't having it. He said, "This is my team. I respect all you guys' decision, but this is my team, and we're going to do it my way." I don't think those kind of conversations happen with coaching staffs often.
Yeah,
I think that's something that's like clarified in the beginning, not something that's like during training camp. You know what I mean?
In the midst of an argument.
Yeah.
This is my team. What are you talking?
I caught him catching. I caught him. He had a couple awkward interactions with players too.
Yeah.
Todd Haley, can't stand him.
I love Todd Haley, man.
I
like him
now.
I hated him before this. Then I saw Hard Knocks. I was like, yo, I like your little attitude, man.
I don't bang with him. They got rid of my boy.
Yo, Corey Coleman. Can we talk about that, please, yo? Yo, Corey Coleman, you are brave, my man. Listen, Corey Coleman.
Well, it worked out for him. It worked out.
Yeah.
In the long run, it worked out. I mean, right now.
Yeah.
At this moment, it's working out.
Yeah. Corey, man.
Walking in the office like, yo.
Wherever you are, man, you're brave, bro. You're real brave.
Why am I on second team, bro?
No. Let's not just say this. He didn't just walk in the office. He pushed the door open.
Okay.
Let him know I'm here. Why am I on second team?
Yo, but if you want me to be on second team, I might as well
just trade me.
Just get me out of here.
My man Hugh Jackson said. Look. Hugh Jackson said.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know how fast we will get you out of here?
Yo, Hugh didn't know what he was talking about. He looked at Hugh looked at him like, you gotta take that up with your coach. With your coach. You gotta talk to Todd.
2 hours later, this nigga was packing his bags on his way to Buffalo. They got him out of there.
For like what, a 7th-round
pick. Come on, you was a first rounder.
Yeah, that was...
Got him out of here. Have fun with Nathan Peterman, man.
But he's not...
Have fun.
No, but they cut him.
They did cut him.
They cut him.
So Corey Coleman, I forgot about that. He doesn't even have a job right now. I know he's watching that episode of Hard Knocks.
We'll see where he ends up.
Can I get an air horn for that? Shout out Hugh Jackson. That was the best move you made this offseason. Get rid of Corey Coleman, bro. Because I don't know who you think you are. How many catches you had last year?
I was mad I didn't get to see Josh Gordon.
Yeah, perform. But I'm glad Josh Gordon's back. We can speak on that. Leave the weed alone, Josh. Leave it alone.
I'm glad he's
I do not want to see your name in any more.
He has like a clear issue and he's addressing it. I'm glad.
Yeah. I do respect the Browns for sticking through him with that. Normally, teams don't get rid of somebody when they're nonstop getting cut.
Yeah. I'm glad that they're supporting.
Clearly, they got an issue. They're supporting it. No matter how talented you are, you can have an issue, and they're supporting it.
And bless them.
Yeah,
we learned that from them.
Bless him. Shout out Jarvis Landry. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna find audio for that and add that to the soundboard too. I need that. That blessing was hard.
Yeah. Bless him.
Next thing on the docket for the NFL. Oh man, pull up his stats. Pull up his stats, man. Oh man. All right. We got a little pop quiz for you. Name this coach.
We have to address
for the past 4 seasons. 4 seasons, he has a combined record of 14. What is that? Oh my gosh. 7 and 9. 2015 he was 12-4. 2016 6-9. 2017 7-9. Let's look at his playoff record. For the total of his career, he has 0 wins and 7 losses in the playoffs, and he's been the coach of this same team since 2003. Any guesses?
Man, who y'all think this is? This is easy.
This is easy.
It's easy.
I'm gonna tell you, Marvin Lewis. Jashaun, can you please explain to me why he still has a job?
No.
No, there's no answer. if somebody out there has an answer why Marvin Lewis has a job, please slide in our comments. Let us know.
Yo, he gotta have some dirt on the owner, bro. He gotta have something on somebody.
He was with the owner getting hookers. They went out together.
And the owner's married.
He got it all.
The owner's married.
He got the drop on. He got the drop on the owner's son, the owner's wife. He got the drop. I don't know what it is. There's no way he should be coaching. But I'm not gonna stay on Marvin Lewis, man. I wish him the best. Black coaches, I love you. I wish y'all the best.
He gotta go.
But dang, man, if you're not performing, I'm sorry. No playoff wins in 14 years. 15 years. This season will be year 15.
He makes it. Well, half the years. What messed him up is I see here he made it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in a row.
Yeah, no playoff wins.
What do you do with it? Do you fire a coach like that? Like after you lose that 5th one, is he supposed to be out here? Because when did he get when did he get that contract? He got that contract.
He signed another one 2 years ago. 16 he signed.
In 16. Yeah. So he got it the year after he went 5 years.
5 years in a row.
Ow. Do you fire a coach that goes 5 years in a row but loses in the first round?
You got to shake it up, man. You got 5 years of mediocrity. That's
that's consistent. That's consistent losing in the first round. Like that change has to be made.
That span of like 6 years when Atlanta Hawks had like Josh Smith, Joe Johnson, all them, they would always be the 4 seed, 3 seed, 4 seed, and just get smoked first round in the playoffs.
They were the first seed at one
smoked in the playoffs.
Like butter, so where the bread be? I see beef is dead meat. Who the hell president? Yeah, me. No one scare me. And you ain't gotta double dare me. Hear me?